river. So we are kind of heading towards Hawthorne. So we'll see how far we get. Not sure. Just tootling along here, not going as fast as I usually do, because yeah, this is the first ride out here this year, so we're just checking her out. Yes sir. You know, there is going to be water out here. Doesn't look too bad so far. Alright, well, the road's been pretty tore up. But we came through the gate and heading towards the lineman cabin. Cattleman's cabin. I don't know what you call it. Anyway, the cattle cabin. Yeah. So this is usually a dry lake bed. Could be a wet lake bed or muddy. Yep. And yeah. I don't know. I think I'll go around. And this could be silt. A lot of times this whole section is like silt. And that might be from the Vegas to Reno race. They come through here and tear that thing up. I could have probably went across there good enough, but Alright, so now we're kind of in the sandy area. And it looks like we got some cow moose out here, cattle. So okay, we got some cow moose here. They're just kind of hanging out. You know, this used to be a bunkhouse. Had a shower and a bathroom. We call it the Biden Mansion because you never see anybody there. It's probably in the basement. Alright, the Fallon drag strip. Yeah. So I thought I'd take a couple of fast runs there, right? We're just coming up to the highway. Over there, Sand Mountains over there, through those mountains. Looks like this road's been graded a little bit since the rain. They took a blade down it. Wasn't too bad after I left the cattleman's cabin. The cattleman's cabin. Here we are. Top Gun, baby! So, Top Gun. Then we're crossing the highway. That's where it gets rough. The roads out here so far are not too bad. Did I speak too soon? I mean, not horrible, but some areas it looked like they took a grader to it. Well, I guess not too bad for a dirt bike. Venture bike, I don't know. So, you know, but I've been out here before and there's big trenches across the road and down the road. I haven't ran into any of those yet, but it gets worse over there. So we'll see what happens. I'm just showing you what it looks like to be out here in the desert. It would be great if today was going to Beatty Day. I kind of left too late for that. It's already past noon. You know, if you're going to Beatty, you want to actually hit Tonopah by noon, I think. You know, that's like leaving 6 a.m. in the morning, not 10:30 already. I will videotape when I do the 5 miles of sand. It's like my favorite part of this whole ride. So 5 miles of sand, hallelujah. Alrighty, so 5 miles of sand. It's getting ready to start. You know, it's all the way down that power line and then to the right a little bit. I did not lower my tire pressure. I could have did good to lower the back tire pressure at least 3 pounds and the front tire pressure at least 5. Would have went through the sand a lot easier. This is probably my favorite part out here, on a dirt bike. Not so much fun on the adventure bike. Woo! Taken that faster if I would have had my air pressure down. I would have had a bit more traction. Oh, the sand is wet and a little bit hard. Yep, not soft. The cattle are out here making tracks in it, so it's a little bit hard. there's another spot of sand outside of Gabs. It only goes for like 2 miles, maybe a mile and a half. It gets a little, gets a little rocky over here, I was gonna say. Yeah, just a little bit rocky. Moods. Okay, well, we're gonna make a right, yeah. Grooves, be careful, grooves. Stay in the groove. I don't want to do a smackdown. Woo! Somebody's been trenching it. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay. That's most of the sand. And we're gonna stop up here. A little bit more. Okay, I think that's it. Those grooves will smack you down. They will. They will smack you down. I don't want to do that today. No smackdowns. Okay, well, for the next 10 miles, it's going to be a pretty rocky road. I like cows, not like dogs. You open the gate and they try to run through it. No, they just look at you like, what the crap, man? What the heck, dude? Yep. Right, so there's some antelope. I'm just gonna ride off the road here. There's some antelope over there. I didn't see them quick enough. They're way out there now. And I'm just playing out here in the rocks. Let's go, dirt bike. Act like a dirt bike. I've already hit one of these sharp edge rocks. I'm running tubeless, which generally protects your rims. You know, and hopefully keeps you from getting a flat tire. Yeah. Or at least if you get a flat tire on the outside, you could still ride home with zero air pressure in the outside tire. So, I missed the antelope. Maybe we'll see some more. But I gotta pay attention. I was looking at the antelope, and like I said, hit a sharp rock in here, you know, because the rocks will eat you, or at least they'll eat your rim. Especially on a 475-pound or more adventure bike, they will eat your rim. All right. Okay, we just got rolling hills out here. You know, the road is not the worst it's ever been, but it is rough. It's always rough. You know, I'm just trying to evaluate it for the 790 for me. You know, the 790's totally capable. But I'm reviewing it for the 790 and what I want to ride with it, or if I can ride this with it. So far, I think not too bad. There's one more rough and rugged hill, and sometimes that can be pretty tore up. So this is the downhill, which can be kind of gnarly, and we will see. From here, doesn't look too bad. We're going that way, and then that road way out there, and then we'll take that road. I think we're past that dry lake bed, maybe not, but we take a road over to Hawthorne. Okay, so a lot of times this is the worst downhill, especially, and it can be the worst uphill, especially after the Vegas to Reno race. So I'm videotaping this because at the moment, you know, it's not too bad. You know, after you get 100 or so trophy trucks and motorcycles and UTVs up this thing, you know, it can get pretty bad. I mean, it's rough enough. I wouldn't want to go up this on my 790. You know, my front wheel sliding on these rocks, and I'm going really slow. I'd probably do better if I was going faster, but anyway. You know, I've got my front tire blown up quite a bit, so and yeah, I'm just not a high-speed guy on rocky downhills. No, 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 no. You know, and this guy with his car, he just basically waited too long to get his extended warranty. I tried to tell him. So really, that's generally the worst. That one hill. Generally the worst part of this trip. For me, it's not even fun on the dirt bike. But on the 790, you know, another 250 pounds, 240 pounds extra weight going down those marbles. I did it before, got through it okay, but yeah. Some of these rollers are a blast. Yeah, this summer, sometime, I want to take that road and go out over there and see if that comes out on the Indian reservation, maybe by Schurz or close to Walker Lake. You know, if you take this road, and I think it goes down that power line road, you know, roads to explore. And there's some super awesome rollers out here. I mean, I've taken them before at like 70 miles an hour and they are awesome. But I don't want to do it. You know, this is the first ride of this year. I don't want a chance there being a washout. I mean, the road's looking really good, but I don't want a chance of washout or rocks in the road. I mean, these rollers are the bomb. That's 70 miles an hour. See, like that. That could be a really deep washout. That wasn't too bad, but yeah, you got a 6-inch lip on that. You're going over the handlebars. I did that on my Vegas trip a year and a half, 2 years ago. Year and a half. rollers. Woo! Woo! Yeah, baby. Okay, well, these roads are looking really good. I hope they stay like this. But I should have turned and went to Hawthorne. I would love to go to Gab's. This is the, okay. This is the Hawthorne Road. And I'd love to go to Gab's. If they had a working gas station, which there's no way to tell, I would go to Gab's. But once you commit to Gab's, and the gas station isn't open, you have to commit to Tonopah, which isn't a problem for me, but this bike just barely gets to Tonopah. It'll make it. I made it on my Vegas trip, but I was carrying some extra gas, you know, that would get me probably another 10 miles if I had to. So, you know, I'll have to see what my gas mileage is. I'm moving along a lot slower than I usually do. Especially, you know, these roads are, wow. I'm not kidding you. I mean, wow. Looking really good. Looking really good, man. But what we're doing right now is we're going out to the missile silo. I don't know if you can see it on the camera yet because it's pretty far out there. But if you want to know the real story behind the missile silo, then scroll back to my video that says what happened to Vegas. And I'll tell you the story all about the missile silo. Alright, so I'll turn the camera back on. We'll be there in like 10 minutes or so. Okay, so you know, we're coming up on the missile silo. Yes, sir. The missile silo. Well, looks like somebody else has been out here. They're tearing shit up. Yep. Yep, they're tearing the sides off of it. That's cool. I'm sure it's a party place for maybe high school kids or just hillbillies. I don't know. I think we can take that road and get over to the Hawthorne Road. But, you know, every time you come out here, it gets worse. People tear the shit out of it. I don't know why, but I tell you, the nature of people. Yep. Alrighty. Yep. Yeah, pretty awesome, huh? All right, well, Hawthorne's looking good. All righty, leaving Hawthorne. Yeah, I didn't videotape in Hawthorne. But there's Hawthorne, leaving Hawthorne. Not as warm in Hawthorne as it was in the valley over by Gabbs. And then we're going to go up this pass over here to the right of that snow cap. So it's probably going to be colder up there, probably 50 degrees. Maybe less. Because there's snow up there. I came over that other mountain behind me. And there's no snow up there. And it was probably 55. So this mountain up here, still being covered in snow, is probably going to be colder. Yeah. Last week it said today was going to be 70. And then this morning it said it was going to be 63. So yeah, it probably feels like 60 something right now. But over here in Hawthorne, you think it would be warmer than Dayton. And sometimes it is, but usually the temperature is pretty close, within a couple of degrees, until you get to Tonopah. And a lot of times Tonopah is colder. Yep, colder. It's probably 70 out here. I'm going 55, but Beatty was supposed to be in the 70s, low 70s, mid 70s. So I'm probably going to get kind of chilly up here. Gonna be kind of cold. It is. It's gonna be kind of cold. Yeah. Yeah. So going over Lucky Boy Pass. Yeah, I can tell you right now, it's like 50 degrees, maybe less. Could be 48. It's cold. I'm a shivering. I sure love fuel injection. Makes it so nice. My XR 400 coming up here, even when it was bored to a 440, it would struggle to go 70, 75 of this carbureted with a bumper carb. But this thing has no problem. You know, just twist the throttle and it accelerates. Fuel injection is the bomb. But yeah, it's cold. I hope it warms up as I'm going down, because it is cold here. I wonder how close I'll have to get back to Yerington before it starts getting warmer. It's tolerable, but cold. If I had to ride for 5 or 6 hours at this temperature, yeah, that would hurt. I'd be shaking. I'm already kind of shaking. Hopefully there's no frozen spots up here. This dirt looks a little bit frozen. Jeez, dude. Hit that, it almost knocked my front wheel out. Like hard as shit. Okay, we're at the crossroads. So, if you don't know, if I went straight, that would go to Bridgeport. If I turned left, if I went that way, it would go to Bodie or Aurora, right? I believe. And we're going this way towards Yerington. And it looks like it's going to be a little tore up. Nobody's had a grader out here yet. Okay. So, yeah. Be careful. Yeah, that's what they say. And, yeah, it's 50-something degrees. Maybe 56, 57. Yeah, it's cold. I'm a little bit chilly. Cold. Not unbearable, but when I was over there in between Hawthorne and Gav's, man, was it the perfect temperature. It was probably like 70 degrees. Okay, so this road could have some washouts in it. Doesn't look like anybody's brought the grader down it yet. Like we're only 26 miles from Hawthorne. Seems like we've gone farther than that, but you know, that's not very far to Hawthorne from here. Ow! 26 miles. Well, I'm still elevated over here. After we go through these, after we go through these hills over here, it drops down again. Hopefully it gets another 5 degrees warmer, because, yeah, it's chilly. My chest is cold. Well, the road isn't horrible. I mean, I've ridden this road a lot worse than the past, where it was all washed out. And they actually had some sections back there that was like 10 miles an hour, because you had to drop down where the water had washed the road away. You had to drop into it, right out of it. Yeah, so hopefully, you know, we're dropping down into here, this valley. So I'm hoping gonna get a little bit warmer, because I'm a little bit chilly. Yeah. Well, it definitely warmed up down here. I don't know if it warmed up 5 degrees, but it did warm up. It feels better, gooder. Weight limit, well, it can hold me just barely. I about 24 tons. Okay, well, not as much water as I thought would be in there. Race against the sun. I don't know. It'll be touching maybe we have an hour before it's touching the top of the mountains. Maybe not that long. Probably 3 hours or a little over 3 hours, I think, till I get home. It'll definitely be dark or very close to dark by the time I get home. But like I said, you know, I didn't leave the house till like 10:30 or something. Maybe later, 10:45. Okay, lots of deer. I don't see any bucks. There's got to be one. Come on, where are you? All does? There's got to be one buck around here. Can't just be all girls. Come on. This side of the bridge is a little more graded. I know last year at one point this road was really washed out. Like I've never seen before. I mean, destroyed. All right. Well, we're just going through Yerington, and you know, if it wasn't so darn cold, it is cold. It's 50 something. You know, I'm just chilled. I would stop at tailgaters. It was warm, but it's not, and the sun's getting over the top of the hill. You know, the sun will be behind the hill by the time I get home. man, it's just cold. I'm a shivering. You know, it's still gonna be a good ride, but yeah, once it gets cold and your fingertips are cold and you're shivering, takes a little bit of the fun out of it. Alrighty. Well, just kind of taking it easy. The sun's in my eyes. Yeah, this is that's always hard with the glare. Darn it. Dad nabbit. I can't. Yeah, well, I'm riding home with the sun in my eyes, glare. Alright, so I was trying to get some video before the sun went down, but no. Battery was dead. Had to change the battery. My spring on my kickstand broke again. That's the second time with this bike. Maybe it unscrewed. I put Loctite on it. Blue Loctite, but I think next time I'll be putting red Loctite on it. The good thing is the sun went down, so the sun's not in my eyes, because usually driving this way the sun's reflecting in my eyes. So it's not doing that. Temperatures dropped. It's probably 55, 54, 53. So it's kind of chilly. I looked at my kickstand spring this morning and I thought, is that thing okay? And it's worked all day just fine. I said, is that thing okay? But I didn't check it because I knew I put Loctite on it. I'm like, well, it shouldn't be a problem. But, yeah. I think God kind of does that, you know, because I haven't thought about that thing or anything for a long time, and then this morning, when I was getting ready, he kind of directed my attention to that. And I was like, okay, well, I think it's fine. I put Loctite on it, it looks okay. I mean, for the most part. It could have looked like it was a little bit loose, but not really. But he was telling me check it, but you know, even if I tightened it up, I would have had to take it all apart if I was going to put Loctite on it again. So I'm just going to have to order another one. They're like $25. Bad design, Husky. I guess it's okay if you check it every time you ride. I guess I'll have to start doing that. I didn't see the spring. I thought when I pulled up to the gate that I pulled my kickstand down, and then I noticed the spring was gone, but I thought I pulled it down. It could have been dragging the whole time for who knows how long. But I think the spring shot off when I pulled the kickstand down, but I can't be positive. I looked around and I couldn't see it. Of course, it would have shot pretty far, probably out in the sagebrush, and I'm not gonna spend an hour. I already spent like 15-20 minutes looking for it, but I'm not even sure it came off there, but oh well. Okay, la 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 la. Right at the part of day where the light's not really working as efficiently. It's just a weird part in the day, and for the headlight and for being able to see. Because the darker it gets, the light will make the rocks in the road have shadows so you can see them, but right now you're almost on top of them before that happens. Like I said, by the time we get down Fort Churchill, it'll probably be dark. But it was a good ride. I mean, I don't think the temperature is going to get any colder. And, you know, it's chilly, but not freezing. Okay, get my... Okay, there might be some mud puddles down here. Or the road just might be tore up. When I bought this light, you know, I was hoping it's about the same price as Baja Designs, but you know, this one, the way it was advertised was, you know, sounded like it was better than Baja Designs, but I'm not sure about that, because I could use some more light for sure. Could never have enough light. I mean, I do like night riding. As long as you can see. Not fun if you can't see. But sometimes it's easier to ride at night because the light will, like I said, make shadows on rocks, and so you can see them better than you can in the daytime, especially at noon when there's no shadows. All right. All right, we're heading down Fort Churchill, another 22 miles. Another 22 miles. Yeah, I'll probably, yeah. If I would have left at 8 o'clock, I would have got home. Still be light. Okay, so we're just going down Fort Churchill Road in the dark. And I thought I had my camera on way back there. But that's okay. So we're just going through the military vehicle test area. But I was just saying, tire pressure, boy, it makes a difference to me. Because, you know, back there I had to get off my bike and stop for a minute because the back end was fishtailing so bad. I'm like, do I have a flat tire? You know, it's that 3 extra pounds. Yeah, nice dirt. It's that 3 extra pounds you know, just makes the rear end slide all over the place like it's out of control. Same thing with the front. You know, I've got like 5 pounds more than what I usually run in there. And it's just been kind of bouncing around and not really feeling like it's sticking. Not as bad as the back end. Usually it's worse, but it just doesn't feel like it sticks. It just kind of feels like it wants to bounce. So anyway, as I was saying back there, when I entered Fort Churchill, you know, like 22 miles we had left. And, I'm almost halfway. So probably about 11, 12 more miles maybe. Now we get out of here. And I was complaining about this headlight too. That, you know, it's probably not as bright as a Baja Designs. I was gonna buy a Baja Designs and I saw this one. And they made this one sound like it was a Baja Designs killer. But I don't know, it seems a little bit weak to me. Of course, you'd have to have both of them to compare, but I just don't think this lights up enough, you know, has enough distance. It'll definitely get you home, but it doesn't make me feel like it's just calling out to you to, you know, ride faster, ride faster. Alrighty, so that's gonna end another ride, Hawthorne ride. So about 260, 65 somewhere in there, 260 miles, and 60 miles per gallon, which means at 60 miles per gallon I could have made it to Tonopah in one tank full, but I'd be riding for a long time in the dark if I would have went to Tonopah. Probably would have got out on the highway. Alrighty, till next time, God bless.